Anybody want to join me?
You going to the moon? Put your hoopie on. Put your hoopie on.
I need the antenna though.
Put the hoop. Yeah. Look how dirty you are, man. That's why I say you need a Tyvek suit, man. That is a nasty job. It doesn't stop dripping, man. It'll drip for days.
No, just the dripping, yeah.
Yeah, it'll drip for days under there.
I'm dripping too.
You ready to go to astronaut?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, man. Let's take a break.
Okay.
Cut.
Rolling.
We're going to put that plate in a trash bag. We're going to leave it oily because it will rust like crazy if you leave it out here. We could spray it down with a, rust inhibitor, but it's just as well to put it in a trash bag until we get it ready to use it again. Just leave the oil on it. So we're going to do that, protect it, and keep it from getting dusty and dirty. Yep, go ahead. And then we'll just stick it under here where it doesn't get wet. Just set it right up there on that top shelf. And then set your baggie of bolts for it right on top of it. There you go. Where's your baggie of bolts?
High pan. Go together too.
Huh?
High pan?
Yeah, put the ball pin over there on the left and I'll go over the right if you want. Yep. You could write on there with labels. That's what I generally do, is write on the baggie with a Sharpie what they are, but we're not taking the whole engine apart. So
Which is not too far.
Yeah, we only got a couple bags, so we'll be okay. Cut.
Rolling.
Okay, because we have his oil pan off and his dipping plate, we have access to the bottom of his piston liners and pistons and everything, the bottom of his engine. So it would be dumb not to, especially on an older engine, do a coolant pressure test where we'll pressurize the coolant system to 20 psi, and then we'll let it sit overnight, and then we'll look tomorrow morning at the bottom of the engine, around the liners and pistons and around all the different engine components to see if there's any seepage of coolant into the engine oil area. So, it's always a really good test to perform anytime you take the pan off of it. If it was my own truck, I wouldn't care if the engine was brand new, I'd do the test. But, anytime you have to take the pan off, I always recommend doing this test just to double check things. Because you never know. I mean, it's only 1 or 2 drops of coolant get in there. That's still a bad sign. So we're going to go ahead and pressurize the coolant system, and we'll let it sit overnight tonight because he's ready to drink his beer. We've done it quite a bit. It's getting late in the afternoon here, and
yeah,
I wish I could do that. I can't drink beer today. I can only drink it tomorrow. But anyways, we'll pressurize it up. Here, this is how I do it. I use this little Amazon kit that I bought off Amazon. This is Astro kit. This is the 78210-06 is the one for a ProStar. Of course, it has them all, that kind of different trucks. If you have like a Volvo Freightliner, this is the one I use for most other trucks. Astro 78210-11. So that's for ProStars. This one is for other trucks, and I put a little right angle piece on it because usually this is right next to the air can, and the air can kind of sits here, so I always put an adapter on it. Anyway,
kit, Rob?
I don't know. Some people say you can get them on at Harbor Freight and stuff, so I don't know. I bought mine a long time ago. So let's go ahead and put the ProStar one on there. We'll go ahead and take the cap. Pressurize this up.
Do you know that the price on that cap too? Right now, like 70, 80 something.
$70 for a 15 psi cap? That's ridiculous.
I used to buy that one and we replaced it by like 45.
It used to be like $20.
No, 45 by the time I bought it, and now I have to replace it, but it said like 80 bucks.
We need to get some air on this. Cut.
Rolling.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little air pressure on this thing. And we'll get it up to 20 psi. It's about 5 over what you really want to run the truck at. 15 is what the truck runs at. You want to go all the way up to 20. So you can check for any kind of leaks. So, put a little pressure on this thing. We're at 20 psi. And like I say, we'll let it sit overnight. So let's just let it sit. We're done for now. We'll leave that, and tomorrow we'll come back. Cut.
It was